This is the install for a trolling motor on the Flint Nucanoe that I own. I've had it about 4 years. I finally decided that, you know what, let's get a little power behind it, put a trolling motor on it. We recently have gone out to a lake that's about 1.5 miles out to an island we like to go to. And I said, you know, let's put a motor on this puppy and make life a little bit easier for getting out to the island and having some fun. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, what this is the Transom kit to mount the trolling motor on. Like I said, I had this out previously. Too much weight in the back. I need to relocate the battery, but I wanted to show everybody how it goes together. It's pretty simple. Got this from Nucanoe. They come with different plates for whatever kayak you have of theirs. So anyway, this is for the Flint. You see it bolts up. It's got a lip here you put on it. And what that is, just take the screws that come with a package, and they just basically just take your Phillips and screw them in, and they're just self-tap in there to give it a ridge, so as you can see, the trolling motor stays on, and that will go right like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt her up and put her all together. And with that kit, this goes on the back side of it. Goes through. You get a washer and a couple of stoppers that go through there. So anyway, hang tight and we'll get this ready to bolt up. We're going to put the stopper on each side of this. Push her on through here. So it's a snug fit. And they'll go opposite of each other. Just like that. So this we'll go through the transom hole here. And of course, when we tighten everything up, we're going to have this setting up like that, balanced out. And we'll put this on in the washer. I'm trying to be just one-handed here. Go like that. So it goes on just like that. All right, we'll put the washer on here. We'll take our end cap here. Start screwing this on. Grab my Phillips. Snug her up, get her lined up good. There we go, just so we got just like that. And it's just a reinforcement for the transom, so we're not ripping off the stern of the ship here. All right, here's the battery box. Actually pretty nice. It's got a little gauge you can push here to see what your level of charge is on your battery. It's got a built-in breaker. Of course, it's got your positive and negative terminal that hooks up to your trolling motor. And what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put her up front here, balance it out. Oops. And in order to do that, I'm gonna put in a longer cable for my leads and do a plug and play. Okay, here's our trolling motor. It just sets over the transom I just installed, and of course you tighten it up. A minute, there we go. It's a little adjustment you can use on it, but like I said, it's pretty secure. Sets up pretty nice. And then this goes to our battery. All right, what they give you in the kit, really heavy duty 8-gauge wire. I mean, it's thick. It's meant to do the job of this. All right, looking things over here, Here's what I got to drop into the hull of the boat. This is the female side, and this is what you plug into. But I got to remember this here, I don't want it going out and hitting the back of the freaking hole here. So it's pretty tight. I think if I stay up front here, it'll be all right. All right, we're gonna start out with a little pilot drill here. Just to play it really cool, take it easy. All right, let's see what happens with this. Hold my breath and, wow, that's fast. Let's see here. Too crazy with this. We're getting close to that 1 inch right there. Let's see where we're at here. We get close. Look at that. Yeah, let's get close. I don't know if I can go to the next one or not. This is just a little bit. Wait a minute. It's a little bit oversized here. There it is. So, I don't know if I can go to that next one. It might be too big. Do some measuring on this thing. All right, this here is saying we're in that 7/8 range, so I think we can go up one more rung because this, I believe, is just a little bit over. And we're a little over 1 inch. So we just go one more and hold our breath, and that ain't doing it. We're gonna get the crazy glue out in the JV weld. Let's see what that is. Man, that's right there at 1 inch, right, isn't it? So, let's see. It shouldn't really fit in here. That'll be close. A little bit hesitant. Look at that. Now, it's right there. So what I can do now, clean all this stuff up. I got my files. Do a little deburring, and we'll go from there. Oh, sole mio. There we go. What do you think of that? I like it. So now we can whip that puppy up, plug it in. It's a good tight fit. I can put a couple of screws in here. Worked out better than I thought it would. I was a little bit scary drilling the old hole in the boat there. I'll admit that one. But okay, we got one down. I'm gonna pry this out so I can get the wire fish to the backside. All right, after lots of contemplation on this puppy, I thought about right here. All right, just since we're dealing with plastic, I don't get real crazy with this either. I'll go a little bit high on this just to angle it. There we go. Like that. I'll just put this at an angle here. This is scary. So, well, let's go for it. Kind of like, when do you stop? I don't know. Let's see. Go into one more notch. Now, we know that we're a little over 1 inch. So let's double check this. Where are we at here? All right. That's 3/4. Let's go another notch. We do about 7/8. So we're at on the old Pittsburgh. There's 7/8. One more ought to give us an inch. Let's try that here. It's getting scary. All right, man, that's pushing her right there. That's about, we're knocking on the, what's this go to here? From 7/8 to an inch, just gotta be close, maybe just a little bit more. Let's see what that is. Might have to get out the, it's 9:30. God. going in at an angle, so I'm going to get this out of the way and do a little, get the Swedish meal out here. Check out there. And we got a wheel. That's there. I'm breaking out the. There it is. Now I'm gonna get real crazy and push it in there. I think I got her about right. Put that in there at an angle. But I didn't think about this. This thing hangs out a little ways here too. Alright. I think we're okay. That should work. That's cool. I'm happy. Alright, so I can get this out without breaking out. Now, we're setting good. Let me vacuum up the plastic chips and ramble on here. All right, here's what we got. Ran that down through here, reached in here, lo and behold, I can feel it, but I sure as hell don't want to run it down through there too far. So I'm gonna stop, put this back up here on the sawhorse and make sure I put a knot in the end of that or something so you don't come through on me. All right, anyway, tilting it up did it. Gravity worked, got her through here. We got her up running through the hole. We got her right there. Okay, we're making headway now. All right, time to trim the wiring, get her ready for soldering. The temperatures got so intense I turned up the fan on this. Kind of drowns out the audio, so put a little background music, and we're going to speed things up a little bit with the double the speed on the soldering. Just took my time on that, kept rotating them until I had a good solder. Now we move to the bow of the ship, the kayak, and solder up the front connection. And after that, we get her taped up and vacuumed up and put her back in the hull. Fits good. We have a great connection. Now it's time to put the screws to it and fasten her up to the bulkhead, as we used to say in the Navy. Once you get them started, they tap in pretty easy. I think it's just the initial shock of putting a hole in the side of the kayak there after I got over it and realized it's not a big deal. Pretty easy to do. Okay, a little bit more soldering here. Now that is the rear end of the kayak, and we've got the connection soldered up from the trolling motor to the connector. Now I'm crimping on the connection that goes to the battery, so they have the terminal lugs on them. And after I crimped them, I wanted to get a good solder connection. They wouldn't slip or move that way on me. All right, we'll get that plugged in. Feels pretty good. Get them taped up, and we're done with the front end of her. All right, we'll throw the battery in here. Like I said, I think it's about a 50-pound battery, so there's quite a bit of weight there. And connect up the terminals inside the battery box. The lid just fits on there and floats on top. All right, now we get the positive and negative terminals hooked up. Right now have juice going to the aft of the ship from the bow. We got full bars on the old charge there from the battery. We're set. I left that a little long till I decided what I wanted to do. I might go and put the trolling motor up on the bow. That's the nice thing about the kayak. You can do with it whatever you want to do with it. All right, we're set. We've got power. Trolling motor's working great. Now that's a little quick disconnect. I got a line I can hook up to that and pull it from my chair where I'm sitting at. Simple but effective. Also a little USB charging port for phones or I suppose depth finders and the other miscellaneous. I wanted to kind of secure the battery just a little bit from having it moving around on me. So I put in a couple of anchoring points on each side of it, port and starboard, nautical terms. And with doing that, I'm just going to run a bungee cord across the top of the battery. And in the event I turn it over, hopefully the battery should fall out and not sink the kayak. All right, we are secure. And you can see the bungee cord just runs across the top of it. We're done with this one. Looks good. All right, mission accomplished. We got the tiller extension on here. See how that works out. Hooks right up here. All right. Minn Kota. Let's see, here's my little crate. Just my quick little setup. My life jacket. For me, it's handier to have everything in front of me. I don't know why. I have a hell of a time turning around to get anything for fear of dumping. But here's our battery box hooked up. Got the strap on it, came with it. Good connection terminals here. Here's a quick disconnect. We came in through the front of the bow. And like I said, this is nice because it's got a little charger for that too. All right, I got my license on there, registration number. Got the paddle for bailout purposes. Got the old flag. Biggest thing for me is when I'm out in the water on a big lake, just being seen. All right, I got her finished up. Like I said, it's gonna be another 100-degree day here. It's been out all week, freaking toasty. So I wanted to get this finished up today and knock it out and be able to get my truck back in the garage. Turned out all right. I mean, good kit, installed real easy. Biggest thing was just I wanted to solder my connections. That way they wouldn't come apart on me in the hull. I said they're in there good. Said it was a good build, and we got the old trolling motor action on here. Said I tried it once, battery was in the back. Just too much weight. I just didn't like it. And then this, I found it really hard to bend back, and even though I had this thing extended out that extra half a foot, this here should help me a lot. There's nothing worse than trying to, it's like driving a car backwards, you know, looking over the back seat and just staying in that position. It's just too rough. All right, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps people out and maybe somebody gets some ideas. I know I've gotten a lot of ideas off of YouTube, and just thanks for watching, and happy kayaking. Take care.